Well, today we're out at Silver Saddle, the old resort, about 15 miles north of California City, just off of one of the citizens saying that they possibly saw a white van coming from there a couple days prior to the kids being going missing. So we went out there, probably had about 50 personnel from multi-agencies, and we searched the whole property.
50. So we're not talking volunteers. We're talking 50 personnel from multiple agencies. This is
Personnel, yeah, multiple agencies.
Okay. And anything turn up?
No, unfortunately, no. But we just, we basically want to let people know that we're still looking. We're still following up on tips, clues, anything that they can come up with. We're still following up.
Got it. Okay. Why search there 3 weeks after? I'm just curious.
Well, we wanted to make sure that we were able to, all the clues we've gotten, that we want to make sure that we follow up. So that was one of the locations that we had not followed up yet. So we chose to go do that because we had to get all the personnel together. It's a big property. It's probably about 20 acres.
Okay, got it. And so, I mean, searching it wouldn't have been for them being alive, right? It would have been a body recovery. So whether it was 2 weeks ago or today, you guys something would have turned up, right?
Absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay. Now, anything else on that front of the search? Was that the last team search of personnel that you could recall of?
As of recent, that's been the most recent team search. Yes.
Okay. All right. And just a couple things I want to check off the list. Anyone formally named a suspect in the case?
Not yet.
Any persons of interest that you could release at this time?
No.
Okay. Any, is there search happening in any other state other than California?
Other state? No, I have not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I've been made aware of.
Okay. The two boys that were, excuse me, I shouldn't say that. The bodies that were found in Mexico that didn't pan out to be the boys, right?
No, was not related at all.
Okay. The liaison confirmed with you and all that stuff.
That is correct.
It sounds like in this point in the investigation, is it a body recovery?
I don't want to say that or even think that because we don't have any information to lead us one way or the other to prove that. As days go by, it does get, suspect. However, just because we can't find them does not mean that they are not alive. It could mean someone has them. I don't know.
You were talking.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. You said somebody has them. You don't know. Sorry, keep going.
No, and we don't know. I mean, we're obviously that's best case scenario that they're alive and we find them. But we really hope that they are alive and they're safe, and hopefully we will find them soon.
Okay, so just on that note, you were talking about there's some unsolved homicides in Cal City.
Mm-hmm.
One missing persons case. You look at Los Angeles, they have a bunch. It's just municipality size, that kind of thing.
Right.
Do you think this is going to become a cold case?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to turn up. I'm trying to remain optimistic. We're not anywhere close to making it a cold case at this point. We haven't stopped the investigation. We haven't stopped looking. So I don't see that happening anytime soon.
A lack of physical evidence usually in these cases lead to it being prolonged when there's a lack of physical evidence in things. But I would imagine there's a ton of circumstantial evidence. It's where it generates these leads that you guys are looking into. Are you guys able to move in on circumstantial evidence by itself if there's a substantial amount of it?
There has to be a substantial amount, yes. But it's really hard to move without quite a bit. Circumstances, that can mean anything, But if we get enough, obviously we can make a case out of that.
Can I report tonight that there's not a single piece of physical evidence that shows that there's been foul play involved?
That would be an accurate statement. I would, to the best of my knowledge, yes.
Could we also report that there is some amount of circumstantial evidence pointing to foul play being involved?
Of course. Of course. Yes. I would say absolutely. For them to just disappear like that out of a backyard. I don't see a 3 and 4-year-old just disappearing out of a backyard.
Could we say that the adoptive parents have at some point been people of interest?
We can say that they've been questioned for sure. Again, we start from the inside out. Who saw them last? They saw them last. So we talk to them and we expand out from there.
Can we say that the focus of the investigation is on the parents?
No, I wouldn't say that's a fair statement. We can't, that would not be a good investigation if you close it down to just 2 people and concentrated on those 2 people.
Could we say then they're a part of the focus?
Of course, of course.
Okay. And it'll obviously be, part of the focus on whether they may have had a role in something. Just a part of the investigation.
Obviously, there has to be a question for sure, but do we have anything to prove that? No, we don't have anything to prove that at this point.
Okay. And then you're referring to the physical evidence, right? There's no physical evidence to prove that at this point.
None. Okay. Not that I know of.
There's a neighbor 2 houses down. Their camera shows the West family. Their camera shows on December 19th that the West family left. It also shows that there was only, it allegedly shows that there was only 4 kids returning to the property. Is this misinformation, or are people just going to continue spreading that the kids were gone before then?
I have not reviewed that video at all, so I couldn't tell you. And I don't, again, I don't even know the date of that video in question. So I don't know. I know the kids were dropped. Some of them were dropped off in Bakersfield prior to the other 2 going missing. But again, I have not reviewed that video, so I can't speak to that.
Okay, and it doesn't mean another law enforcement agency hasn't reviewed it. It just means that CCPD may have not seen it, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else that I could put there. If BPD viewed that information, since you guys are the lead investigators, if there was something of note, they would have informed you guys though, right?
Correct.
And BPD didn't inform you guys, hey, look, we saw surveillance footage that showed something alarming.
No, they have not shared that with us. So again, that leads me back to, if we are the lead on this, and if I haven't heard about it, I don't know if it actually exists. They've been very forthcoming. They share everything with us, and they have not shared that with me at this point.
Okay. Now, the timestamp of this video is also in question. It said 16. It was in military time. You guys received the call for them going missing at like 5:45-ish, right?
Correct. On the 21st, which is a Monday.
On the 21st, which is a Monday. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe his clock was an hour back, because it showed Travell West searching, according to his time, around 4:30-ish.
That will be 16:30 military time.
Yeah. From what you guys have found, is that the case? Was he searching for, because he told us he called within minutes of them going missing. Were you guys able to determine that too?
Yes, we were able to determine that he believed the children went missing around 5 o'clock, or maybe I don't even want to don't quote me on that. I don't know, but once we got the call, he said he had been searching for them for 15 or 20 minutes. Called us. We were on scene within 5 minutes or less.
Okay, so he told you guys he was searching.
Once the call was dispatched,
So he called you
we
guys.
were on scene.
So he called you guys
Go
within
ahead.
15, he called you guys within 15, 20 minutes of searching, you said.
That's what I understand. That's what he said.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Anything else that can help me dispel any information out there?
No, I mean, I don't want to discourage anybody again from giving us information. I just, I would hope it would be accurate information and as much detail, as they can give. We have a lot of people calling with information saying someone told me this. So, okay, so can you connect me with that person? No. Do you know their name? No. Do you know what kind of car they drive? No. So for information to really help us, we need specifics. That would really help. If you call and you've got us something we want to follow up, please be specific. Where can we go? Who can we talk to? Where can we look? That would really help us tremendously and save a lot of time for having us to just out there, searching aimlessly. We want to be specific as far as our searches, so we don't waste time and resources following up on stuff we're really not sure about.
He's talking about going to Tehachapi, having a group there. He's talking about a woman who saw the two boys there in front of the Albertsons on December 24th. He says that he asked staff in the Albertsons to preserve that footage until someone could submit a subpoena to get it. Have you guys heard about anything happening in Tehachapi?
No, I don't know where he's getting his information that's leading him to Tehachapi. Again, we've got several agencies involved, and to the best of my knowledge, we haven't heard anything about that.
There's the FBI involved, Kern County Sheriff's Office, Bakersfield Police Department, and the Cal City Police Department as well. If there was something of note happening in Tehachapi, would you guys have known?
I surely would hope. And I have a good relationship with Tehachapi PD. I know their chief very well, and we've actually spoken. He shared with me that he hasn't heard anything about that. So I would hope that if someone in Tehachapi has some information that would lead us to those boys, they would share it with us.
Okay.
To my knowledge, we don't have any of that information at this point.